was on New Year's that I found out that I was pregnant. I went to the store, I got a pregnancy test. I was like, nah, there's nothing gonna show up, but just to get that thought out of my head. And when I went into his parents' bathroom, I saw the plus sign, and it scared me. And as time went on, we were starting to tell more and more people about that pregnancy, and I was starting to work myself up, excited, until one day I started bleeding. And I went to the ER, and they told me I was having a miscarriage. That's when my whole world shattered. After having a miscarriage, I didn't think I was going to have another kid anytime soon. For the second pregnancy, the lady that usually took my pregnancy test, she came back and she's like, "You're going to be so excited. You're going to be so excited." And I'm like, "What, it's a negative?" And she's like, "No, better." And I'm like, she knew the past, she knew. And so she wanted to make sure I was excited. She was like a mother to me. I was so excited, I didn't really believe her. I went home, and the best part was taking the pregnancy test and just having them all laid out positive for Eli in the bathroom. He literally came home, and I was like, "I gotta show you something." And he walks in and he's like, "How much did you spend on all these?" And I'm like, "Who cares? Look at them all. They all say positive."
I was there for pretty much all the doctor visits, all the ultrasounds. I took as much time off from work as I could to be present. And I remember seeing the heartbeat, and it was just like, you know there's a human there when you see that. You're just like, he's coming, you know? We didn't know he was a boy at the time. She was sitting there hoping for a girl, and I was hoping for a boy. I lucked out. I felt like I wasn't ready, and I felt unprepared, but like after having the counseling and just seeing like all the aid and assistance that's there for us to be able to raise him, it took a lot of that worry away.
I'm most excited for when he has siblings. I want to see him and his siblings come together when they're teenagers, when each one of them is trying to get ready for prom, or I just want to see them connect the way that Eli's family has, because that's always been my dream for a family.
I'm actually most excited about the time when he comes and asks me for advice. I've always talked to my dad about everything. I always like to ask him for advice because he's wise, and he's made a lot of those mistakes that you make, and he learns from them. So like the time when he starts asking me for advice is like when I'll feel like a true parent, and like, you know, being able to give him that wisdom that I've obtained is one of the best gifts of being a parent.